Here we go again. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. It's been a little bit. It's been a few days since we've been here on stream, but as you can tell, it's getting close to playoff time. Matches are slowing down. We're only having one a day at this point. It's no longer like 6, 7 in one day, or down to one pretty much for a few weeks here as we see bye weeks come in for Call of Duty, Rocket League, Rainbow Six. All of them had bye weeks and such in NECC, with the playoffs being like really weirdly scheduled there. NECC coming down to the end, coming down to the wire here, as we have the last week of NECC this week, minus I believe Rocket League, who will have next week have matches as well, and to finish out their NECC regular season. But all of that is other stuff for another time. Go follow us on Twitter at LVC_esports on Twitter and Instagram to get updated on all of our matches, who's playing, all that sort of stuff. Also, check out our articles that get put out every week. If you just search LVC Esports on Google, or if you go to the LVC Athletics page, you can navigate to the esports section, and that will take you right to all of our updates for each week. We put out an article kind of talking about recapping the whole week and what teams are doing, how they've been performing, that sort of thing. So make sure to go check all of that out. With that out of the way, we are here tonight with LVC Valorant taking on UNC Charlotte. They will be fighting for a spot in I believe, in 7th place. So, okay, well, the spreadsheet is broken. They are currently in the NECC Champions Mideast division. They will be at least guaranteed a playoff spot. They've been a bit up and down this entire semester, but in this division specifically, it's been a bit of a grind. A lot of really good teams here. They have Fisher, Ohio State, this UNC Charlotte team, Rutgers, NC State, all of those teams. Just to name a few in the division. LVC is currently at 3-5 in 7th place. They are at least guaranteed playoffs. Today are the last matches being played in this division. So we'll see the end of the regular season be done today. As far as I know, I don't think anyone rescheduled matches outside of today. And if they did, there's a chance that it might not even have an effect on the playoff schedule anyways. Yeah, it looks like every match is scheduled for 8, or for today at 8, so we should be good. All these matches should be getting played pretty much simultaneously, and we'll see the end result of it. But either way, LVC guaranteed a spot in playoffs. They could drop to 8th with a loss here to UNC Charlotte. They could move up a spot with a win here, and Kentucky falling to, I believe, Purdue is who they play today. It's either Purdue or Stony Brook. So still some possibility for things to happen around, but whether they're likely or not is something completely different. I've been following this division very minimally. I do follow these divisions at least a little bit, the ones that our teams play in, but it's been a bit of a hit or miss thing when it comes to this one. There's been a lot of really weird results. The only one that is not weird that you would expect is Fisher 8-0, 16-1 map count. They almost have an 100 round diff as well. So it is what it is. It's not Fisher Team 1, by the way. It's Fisher Team White. But I think Fisher White and Fisher Tea Party are two different things. I don't know. Anyways, this is UNC Charlotte taking on LVC here. They are also known as Niner Black Flame, if you know them as that. But we are getting into map number 1. It will be Fracture. LVC will be starting out on the defense. You can see there already some picks coming in for LVC. We've been seeing Zario play a lot of Chamber on this map. Really, no one else is playing Chamber, even on this map or anything really. But we very well may see the strats change up. I did talk to a couple of the players pre-game, and that strat has changed. They are not looking to force Zario to frag out every single time they play Fracture. So they'll take him on the breach. As Sardog also taking Cypher. I know he's been a bit vocal about how his Sentinel play has been. He was the Chamber last semester, so the role switch has been a bit weird, especially for someone like Sardog who could do really well on the Duelist role. But running double Duelist, if you watch Loud, you would understand why double Duelist works for no one but Loud. So we will now get into it. Map number 1 will be Fracture, as you can see here. Map number 2 is Ascent, where LVC will start on the attack, and map number 3 is Lotus, if we go to that decider, with LVC starting on the defensive side there. But things all start here Can LVC give themselves a shot at getting a better position in this division? Or will we see them possibly even fall down to the 8th slot? And look at this. LVC looking to run it straight out from Dish. Last time we saw them play Fracture, this is a strat that worked. I believe it was Ohio State when they played against them there. This is a strat that worked really well for them. Will they be able to make it work this time? As they get stunned, but the counter stun comes in. Zario's here, and Mare just flies through. Not going to get anything out of it. And that player, Precise, tries to get something out of it. Gets put to so weak, though. Not given a singular chance to live.
Spike planted.
And while those first 2 kills go in for LVC, the spike does, in fact, get planted. So it'll be LVC on the retake. They have a heavy advantage, but they need to make things work here. As here comes John. Just checking his close corners. Has a frenzy in hand. And he gets caught pulling out his weapon. The life advantage just dwindles. But they still have it. And Sardog with some good shots there. Zario sticks to the fuse. Gives LVC round number 1. A good retake from LVC. Got a bit sketchy as the execute came in, but there was, realistically, I'd imagine the players never had a shadow of a doubt they would have taken that one. Now we'll likely see a similar setup again. That push through Dish, and actually no, it's looking like it's going to be a push through Arcade this time. Maybe seeing if UNC Charlotte goes for that. Goes for that B site rather than the A. But LVC on the wrong side of push. John trying to stop that player on the rope going across, but not going to get there fast enough. That's going to give a lot of space over to the side of UNC. Mare going to get the first blood. Takes out Sardog up top inside of tower. Now that's going to lead to a plant going down again. But how do LVC play this? Mare just on the nose. Going to get hit by that frag. And it's not going to matter. Mare actually gets 2. Mare going huge right now in this round. He's on a 4. He might be able to get an ace. And he does not. It's a thrifty for UNCC. A huge round for Mare. Sneaks into tower. Managed to take out Sardog and picks up that weapon. Picks up the Spectre and gets a few more. Managed to make a huge push out of it and now tied up 1-1. It's going to be a bit of a unique round, or unique bonus round. It looks like you're going to see a couple rifles on the hands of UNCC. Sardog just going to be trying to hold himself in tower. Has a shorty, and that's going to be 1. Doesn't get the Spectre to work with, but he does at least try to get a few more kills out of it. He won't. Tripwire gets destroyed from Sika, but in the end, it'll be another plant for UNC Charlotte. 100% on plants right now. Precise. Going to pick off John Cook, trying to get aggressive. And now LVC are a bit halted here. They're not in a great spot. Grades are not going to be enough. It's all down to Juice and a 2v1. Managed to make it a 1v1. Is he going to expect this? Zar gets the timing. Just the worst time to look away for Juice. Almost manages to take it, but in the end, it'll be a UNCC going up now 2-1. Be a bit more of an even round, though, as both teams can now buy weapons to their heart's desire. But LVC certainly going to need to win this one. They want to keep their economy in check.
Move on, agent. Right here.
One suppressed.
quick push here from UNC. Knight, the one with the spike. Gonna switch up with Sika. Just trying to make something of this A push. Smoke goes down. No, LVC have some room. What's the play gonna look like from the other side of the map? It's now the rotation coming in. It's gonna be down to Crisper and Sarhog to find something here. This could be dangerous. Checking every corner. Now we're gonna see players come through. Does Crisper find anything? This shot is very off. Not gonna hit a bullet. That's 4 players that are full HP, and now Sardog just getting util dumped. Tower managed to find the first, gets the second. The pre-fire is perfect, and his ultimate comes out. Great work from Sardog. Gets his players off the site. We see has an idea of where these players are at. John gets one. Sardog just needs to stay alive.
Cage trigger.
10 seconds left.
Spawn gets the shot through the smoke. Sardog gonna hold on and keep us at a close game here. Great work from Sardog. Ended up being crucial in tower there. That pre-fire comes in huge. What was that? That is a lineup and a half right there. We'll have to see if that comes in handy later on in the round. I think slotted through a bit of the wall, the door frame. This headshot from Juice. One of the few people I know that certainly loves that Marshall. Makes use of it. Just gets a couple shots into him, and now Juice just stuck in tower. So he's gonna fall. That's gonna give the site over to the side of UNC, but John gonna confirm a kill. His trades are going in. LVC can now play the trade game. They don't need to get too overzealous. Fuse gonna get pinged. Sardog finds Sika. Crisper looking for that final kill, but it's gonna go to Zario. A great retake from LVC. A team ace as well. Things are looking great for LVC. The teamwork looking much more on point. I mean, after the result from last week, I know that they got what I would say is a stern talking to in light terms. And I think things have really kicked up now, at least from what we're seeing so far. Still early on into the game, but definitely a much better look than what we've been seeing in the past. Looks like Sardog goes for that same little cage. He's actually going to get a great ping out of it. Only gets one, though. He does get pinched, so he does win his one. That's what matters there. As the ultimate comes out from Juice, and Zario actually going to be the one to get a kill, though, before it managed to hit. And Zario now just getting aggressive, pushing through, pops the shatter. Or strike, shatter, I don't remember. I'm casting too many games. You can see there, also, Crisper does pop his ult, gets down. John flying forward. Has the last one in front of him, and that will be the kill. And the res doesn't come in onto Crisper, so that'll be man down, but not out as LVC take a 2-round lead.
I love explosions.
LVC looking strong on the defensive side. LVC looking to send a couple right through B main, or yeah, B main. That nade's gonna come in, or that flash is gonna come in clutch. Actually, no, it will not. It gets shut down. And here comes the ultimate, the suppress now on this site, and Sardog's gonna be isolated, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He finds two and gets the down. And that kill from Crisper needs to come in tower. It'll be a 3v2, LVC in the advantage, but the site is being held right now by UNCC. Be Precise
player standing.
in precarious
Spike
positions.
down, B.
Precise now the last man left alive. Finds John, takes the one. LVC needs to not give away free 1v1s, and it looks a bit scary for LVC there, but Precise not going to be able to get the final flick. Good shots though from Precise there. At least takes down two. Continuing to keep the costs going. We very well could see Mare take his ultimate and fly through A main right now. Possibly even B main, depending on where the attack comes in for UNCC. That's exactly what will come through.
This way.
I believe. I could be wrong. I was a bit far away on the start. I should have stayed on Mare. Look at this. Look at this from LVC. You're going to hear John pop his ultimate, but I mean, he barely even needs it. Gets one.
Enemy remaining.
And it's going to be trades all through. Sika down to a 1v4, now a 1v3.
Cage triggered. I have retrieved the
Pops the
spike.
cage to grab it. Doesn't get away with his life. John will stop him before he gets there.
Grenade.
We see it looking very strong on this defensive side. And Sardog there, 10 and 4, having a big round after big round, giving LVC a great chance in this map.
Let's flush them out.
Now things are gonna get ran down on B. And here comes Mare. You heard the voice line. Mare definitely a bit angry about this one. And tries to take out the util. I believe he managed to. Gets the kill onto Sardog too. Over in tower. This is already looking like a great round for Thrifty if you are the side of UNCC. Anashar gonna take out Crisper. And they are getting the trades, winning that trade battle.
Last player standing.
And it'll all come down to Zario in a 1v3. Doesn't have a lot of util to work with either.
Prepare for
He's gonna ping the bomb and beats out the ultimate. Steps in a second too early, but now he's just gonna have to go for that shot.
Come on.
Or go for that defuse, and that's not gonna happen. So he'll just scamper away and take the rifle with him.
Thrifty.
And both the players of UNCC will dive their own into the bomb. Great rundown from the side of UNCC. That high-speed play is definitely what's been working for them. We saw it work in the other Thrifty that they got too. Mare just sprinting in, trying to find one, and as long as Mare finds his one, I mean, that's pretty much round. It's GG's from what we've seen so far. But it is heavily reliant on that first blood.
right here.
It's not something they've been getting a lot of. Here it is, Mare sprinting through A main this time around and almost takes out Juice for it. Trying to punish LVC for their positioning. But it'll be John picking up the first blood. Mare takes out Crisper.
Satchel out.
As John trying to hunt down Mare, and it's just not going to work. He's getting stunned everywhere. Ashenar going to find second for UNCC. Mare finally falls, and that orbital strike going to take down Precise. John is flicking all about. It won't be quite enough. Anashar stuck in the 1v2, but these players are
One
close
enemy
together.
remaining.
Gets the shot through the box. Stardog needs to be careful. Known, and the shot is there.
That's why they put me in charge.
Anashar just knew. And that's not gonna go LVC's way. Slowly, we're seeing UNCC bring things back. 2 rounds left in the half, and it can still be a draw at the end of it. Now LVC on a save as well. I mean, this very well could end up in the hands of UNCC. All this play from Mare go. Is Mare really being the catalyst for this UNCC roster, being the one that had a lot of initial kills, but Crisper with the Bucky slams it down, gets out with his life. Look at this from Sika. Might be in a good position. Gets a
Camera
hit
taken
on John
out.
with the camera. Teammates trying to gather with him. Now we're going to see the push come in. Execute. About to get called through. He'll be the first one to find a few bloods. It's Mare on the other side of the smoke and this cage. Just a bit, but looks like now Mare's time to shine.
I know
Only finds
exactly
one.
where
30
you-
seconds
But
left.
Precise gets another.
Spike
As
planted.
the ultimate comes out from Sika.
Last
2 pings
player
will come in,
standing.
and it's all down to Juice. 1v3, 2 of the players are weak, but how much does that really mean? Doesn't have the
Launching
ultimate this
smoke.
time around. Tosses out the smoke, and he's going to have
Molly.
a lot of people
Gun.
in his direction,
enemy
and he's not going to get enough out of it. Does get the kill with the molly, but it's a bit too late, and
Last
will
round
fall.
in the half.
what was a solid LVC lead is diminished. Managed to put together
Equipment.
5 straight rounds, but UNCC looking to almost do the same. As they can tie it up right here and send us into an even match going into the next half. And it'll be a run down on A. As the ultimate comes out from Mare, but Zario gonna stop that. Halts the ultimate immediately. And now Crisper gonna be pressured heavily. Throws out the flash, but Stardog doesn't manage to get anything out of it, and Crisper only gets 1. So 3v3, and it'll be a retake again for LVC. I'm pretty sure the bomb has been planted in like 10 or 11 of these 12 rounds.
Spike planted.
John pops the ultimate, but he gets suppressed. At least gets the down, though, on to Knight. Maybe looking for the finish, but it'll take a fair bit of shots. Finally,
One enemy
gets
remaining.
taken down. Juice finds Sika.
Prepare for hellfire.
Here comes the orbital strike for Anashar. Now looking to rotate around. Here comes Juices. Also not going to find anything. John going to hop on the defuse. Now Anashar's position is known. He falls. LVC managed to go into the second half with the lead. Only by 2, though.
Switching sides.
Certainly would have liked to maybe make things a bit more drastic of a lead, but 2 will have to suffice. As LVC now going to have to get some attacking rounds going in their hands and see if they can pull out a map win out of this one. It's going to be a rundown through arcade. We saw how effective this was for the side of UNCC. Can LVC replicate that sort of performance? I feel their B hits were a bit more effective than their A hits, but maybe I'm remembering things incorrectly. And look at this. Look at all these traps all over the place.
My eyes are down.
Zika gets some information off the camera. Doesn't get the shot with the ping, but still will at least know where this push is coming from. Zika gonna get shot through the smokes. Maybe gets a bit too desperate after that tripwire gets broken. And look at this from John and Sardog. So they combine for 3. John gonna take 2 of them. Leaves Knight all down to himself. And a 1v4 getting naded out as well. And a measly 42 HP. Just trying to find any fight he can. And LVC will not give it to him. The discipline is there. And LVC will take the second pistol. Along with the first that they managed to take in the first half. 2 very big pistol rounds for LVC there. Starting things off right in both halves and looking to continue to take things into their own hands. And look at this from UNCC. Their 5-second dish. This has gone completely wrong. This is not what they thought. This is not what was expected. LVC, though, taking their grand old time, making sure every nook and cranny is checked, and little do they know, it's not what's happened. Look at this, they baited it out. This could be a huge play. Very sneaky stuff from both teams. Just dead silence on the map. You can hear a pin drop on this one. Look at this from Crisper. Finds one, gets out. It's Mare down. But look at this chase. Crisper's not going to get out. As John hops up. Decides to reach out here with Zario. They're going to find one. Finds 2. Zario and John doing the dirty work. And it'll all come down to Sika. Has nothing but a classic, and that's not going to be enough. That was a crazy round. It was just dead silence for a solid minute as both teams just very slowly walked around each other in circles. And it ended with an LVC win.
That goes there.
Looking to keep their lead
This goes
and
here.
never give it up.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Never going to let it down either.
Yes, this should do.
UNCC looking a bit more prepared this time around. Is Mare and Ashenar going to be in a very good spot to get some trades here, but Precise gets a bit shaky with the shots. And now he has to back down. Crisper takes out Knight up top. That's a huge kill. Now both these players are stuck down low. And look at Sardog holding all the way over at B. This rotation's been forced, and now it's all a ruse. Sika, though, playing for the info. Sees the smokes come down and now going to call this out to his teammate. You can see Anashar
Charges.
going to be right behind him. This is a bonus round. You do not want to lose this one if you are the side of UNCC.
Spike planted.
Things have already gone wrong, and this would be something much worse than that. Juice just getting forced to push out. Utility going to put him to 2 HP, and Anashar will take advantage of it. We see in a good spot
Last
right now,
player
but
standing.
Sika gets a double. And now it's all down to Zario, all the way down in B main. He just has to make a play. He just has to sprint through. Is he going to be able to do it? No, he will not. Precise gets the defuse.
Not your day is right there.
Still a very good round for LVC. Managed to take out 3 of the 5 players on UNCC, but certainly for a second there, looked like LVC may have brought it to their hands. Only a 3-round game. UNCC still in it. Looking a bit panicky though on some of these rounds. Looking a bit desperate for kills, as they've been getting a bit overzealous on some of their challenges. And that's really giving them a lot of issues.
Blinding.
Now LVC looking to get control of Arcade. That's what they've done. Sika, though, still getting a lot of information. Zario gets caught on the wrong side of the barrel of Sika's gun.
Got the spike.
That judge going to do a lot of damage, and Juice just barely hopping out. Looking to plant. Does he get it down? He does. But he's only got 7 health. He's going to need to find a one-tap onto somebody, and he does not. Crisper in a 2v1. That's the ultimate. Has a flash, pushes out a bit too early. Shots are so shaky. Not going to get close to finding either kill. He's been having a bit of a rough game, as you can see there on the scoreboard. That defuse from Precise is going to come in. As LVC going to call in the timeout. LVC have looked very solid so far in this game, but something that they're starting to lose grip of is their lead, and I think we're seeing a lot of that come off of their aggression. We saw what happened when UNCC was starting to just challenge everything, try and force the LVC's hand, and now we're starting to see the same thing come out of LVC, and it's just not what's going to work. But there's been a few fights that simply have just not gone their way, and it's really what LVC needs to continue to focus on. We saw a few players having 3K, 4K rounds in that first half, and now it's diminished a little bit. Still have a 2-round lead. Definitely in a good spot to close it out, but they're going to need to put things together if they want to take this map. Start up 1-0 in this series.
There. On there.
See here, it's a save round for LVC. Just gonna look to build up that econ, give themselves a chance in the next few rounds, and Juice takes off the head of Mare. That's
Spike
all
down,
he'll get.
attacker spawn.
Zario tries to maybe isolate Knight as he gets that trade, but doesn't quite get much out of that. Look at John. Looking to get across here. Gonna be a bit slow on it. And look, Zario as well has a Vandal to work with. It's gonna continue to be a B hit here for LVC. Precise. Likely gonna be the first one to engage. Actually, no. That'll be Knight. That'll be in a closer spot, and it'll end up being an LVC rotate.
30 seconds left.
And look at this UNCC going to read it, knowing 30 seconds are left in the round, and LVC not in a good spot. They're going to have to go for it. The ultimate from John at least finds one. But the trade from Ashinar, or Anishar.
Spike down.
Spike is
A.
down, though. It has to get planted. Crisper just has to pick a spot and go.
One enemy
Just
remaining.
barely managed to get it down. John gets a kill as well in main, or in spawn.
Last
Gonna have
player
Vandal in
standing.
hand. Gonna have to win this one-on-one with Knight. Hot flash in, and what a shot from Knight. And that will be another round for UNCC, bringing it all the way back. They refuse to be taken down that easily. Another very close round for LVC, but still no cigar. LVC starting to maybe figure things out here. They didn't have much of a weapon advantage there in that last round, so they're gonna at least have a better chance in this one. Mare, though, again, looking to get aggressive in main. Trying to take that duel with John. Neither player will really take much damage out of it, though. Mare takes like maybe a bullet, and that'll really be it. Sika all by his lonesome again over on the A site, and that's all you really need. Look at all of these traps and contraptions. You have the camera watching over the whole thing, and it's really all you need, and all the other intel is just a bonus. Camera gets flashed, now he gets suppressed. Sika, though, still in a good position, takes down Zario through that smoke. Crisper, though, gonna get a trade, gets a second kill to his name as well. And Juice will go for the plant. Anishar gets a double to himself. Now a 2v2. That suppresses in. Crisper has to back up. Both players are detecting well. We see the shots are not clean from Juice or Crisper.
One enemy.
1v1, and what a shot from Juice!
Some things you just can't teach.
Managed to get the clutch there. Finally, LVC getting their 10th on the board. A bit sketchy again at the end there, but Juice, the man of the hour. He is 25-12, bringing everything he has into map number 1, and this is what we've been seeing from the young man himself. Over the past few weeks, he has been having a field day. Despite the results of some of these series. As the tripwire gets activated. So now LVC have the info that they want. They know the buys from UNCC are not very good. We on Knight here to find something. We see going for the plant. There goes Zarya grabbing it.
Spike planted.
This from Knight. A sneaky position. Gets the headshot onto Crisper. John only gets one, but Sardog trades it out. Here comes the ultimate as well. There goes the first ping. Here comes the second. So LVC now knows where they need to play. Sardog trying to reload, gets out. Zario also takes out Knight on the pinch. So now they know exactly where these last two are at. There's one, there's two. Sardog clicks the heads. Look at LVC continuing to hold on to their lead. Despite how many they drop in a row, they will still manage to keep themselves ahead. A much cleaner LVC tonight than what we've seen over the previous couple of weeks.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Now LVC looking through Arcade. And Mare gonna run it down over a dish. Finds the first blood, but gonna get traded out after finding a second kill. Zario gets two. The play through dish. Maybe a bit more than what they wanted out of it. But Sika and Knight both at full HP, 150 health. You can see at the top of your screen there under the player, or under the agent pictures there. Not a lot of health to the hands of LVC. Chris, we're at 10, and we'll see Zario at 30. And now LVC looking to make a mad dash for A. It'll be Sika, first one to intercept. Actually, no. Look at this.
30 seconds left.
Knight may have just made the perfect play. Can he sneak around it? No. Shoots the tripwire.
Powerless.
Now he's suppressed, so he's not going to have a lot of
Spike
detail.
planted.
How does LVC play these positions? Flash comes in. No dice.
Careful
Blind
now.
comes in.
One
Takes
enemy
out Sika.
remaining.
He gets put into a bad spot. Now it'll be Knight again in a clutch situation. Can he do what he's been able to do all game? No, he cannot. LVC on map point. 12-8. It's going to
Match
need
point.
to be
close
5
up shop.
straight
I have
rounds from the side
This goes
of
here.
UNCC. Sorry, 4 straight rounds from the side of UNCC to take this to overtime. Which you can
Yes,
see, I
this
mean,
should do.
it's been a game of streaks and trading 3 round for 3 round for 3 round for 3 rounds. So not out of the realm of possibility for UNCC, but LVC just need to break the streak or break the cycle of the map.
Off your feet!
Protect there. John popping the ultimate. Same with Zario. And Juice also popped one in the tower. That play from Sika not going to be good enough. John finds a second. Now it's down to 3 players left. Another clutch needed for UNCC. But things are looking desperate. Zario getting the spike down. And it'll get planted. Zardog on the pinch finds 2. And Ashar down to himself in a 1v5, and that'll be map number 1.
Attackers win.
Fracture goes the way of LVC. A huge start to the series for LVC. Let me go back to the scoreboard for a second. There you can see John 21 and 16, 25 and 13 from Juice, Sardog 20 and 13, and I mean, huge performances from both John and Juice, and a few clutches all around the team, giving LVC a great start to this series and a great bounce back after the Ohio State match from last week as well. Now we will head on over to Ascent, a map that we've seen LVC start to struggle on a little bit as of late, but they may have brought the strats that they want and that they've needed. We shall see, though, as we will have a bit of a break, so we will toss things over to the player cam, and you can watch them talk things over for map number 2, and we will be right back in just a few minutes with map number 2 over on Ascent. Alrighty, we are back here on map number 2 over on Ascent. LVC taking map number 1, 13-9, 8-9, one of the two. I believe it was 13-8 actually. But regardless of that, they're in a great position to close out this series. Ascent, something that they've had to put a lot of work into over the past couple of weeks, it's been a bit of a hit or miss map for them. But we'll see if the strats have improved. Let's see, Juice on the Omen, KO for Zario, Killjoy for Sardog, Crisper for Sova, and John Cook on the Jet. And it's going to be an identical comp on the other side as well. I mean, to be quite honest, what other comp did you think would really work on this map for most teams? And you know, it is what it is. We love this comp though. It's an interesting one. I like Ascent. It's a very unique map. I really like the being able to use Sova. Outside of like this and maybe Icebox, he doesn't have a ton of utility. So I definitely like Sova being able to be in the map or the agent pool. So that's always nice to see. But we are here. LVC going to start out on the attack this time around. It's going to be a mid hit.
Suppressing.
It's Precise and Mare look to run it up a main. Actually, it's just going to be Mare. Mare has a good chance. But he's actually going to get pinged through the smoke. I think that's a byproduct, honestly, of Precise just getting starting to chow. Here comes John. Spots one. Just calls it out to his team and takes the one-on-one entry. He's going to win it. Now look at John on the pitch. Going to catch out Mare. It's now a 2v4. We see it pushing up so quickly.
Spike
Not going to
planted.
give UNCC a chance to get much done in that one.
Recalling my bot.
Revealing area.
It's now Sika and Knight stuck to retake through tower or through heaven, and they're just getting hit with everything. Wall bangs, nades, mollies, all of it. Even the shock arrow coming in, but it'll be John's frenzy to clean it up as he takes 3 down.
Let's go kill them all
LVC continuing to take pistols, as that is 3 for 3 now on pistol rounds.
there.
And look at this from LVC
I'll shut down
again, looking to
Killjoy's
just
attack.
run things up a main. It's going to be a head-on collision
Knight
though
deployed.
in just a second. Anishar actually has to back up, and all these players of UNCC are suppressed, so it'll be Sardog, the one to watch the pinch, and he'll take down Knight.
Bot coming
And
back.
he's going to spot a lot more than what he bargained for, so he'll get on out. He's looking to play a lineup there. Armbot gets triggered. Juice takes out the only other player on that side of the map, so Sardog just trying to hold his own, but, I mean, there's just no chance that happens. Turn. Gets taken down immediately. Juice on top of the gen, doesn't win the fight. Things still are alive here for UNCC. They have a bit of damage done to them.
One enemy
As it'll be
remaining.
John, the one in a forward position, takes out Anishar. Last one up is Precise. 1v3, no time left. And that'll be a round. We'll go to LVC. Precise just maybe see if he can find anyone looking to exit, and he will not. So, they will head into the bonus round, picking up those rifles.
There.
Let's see what LVC cook up this time around. They've just gone for something completely different in both the first 2 rounds, and it looks like they may be trying to do that again. So now they're looking over at B, but you're going to see UNC Charlotte in a good spot to counter.
Suppress.
Knight looking to get a bit of damage done with that arrow, that shock dart. He's going to get revealed, though, a couple times. John at least grabs the orb, and he's able to back away. All of LVC sticking together in a pack. And that 3-stack over at B is not going to be the most helpful right now for UNCC. Anna Sharp going to be the first one to see things through
Cover
tree.
going out.
They come through. Smoke gets put down. And here comes the drone. Spots a couple. Gets taken down. Knight gonna get the jump spot. Now he's just gonna pre-fire, see if he can do some early damage where these players get a chance to get on site. And here come the flashes and the smokes. John's already passed. And now all the damage being done. John gets aggressive and backs away. What a smart play from John Cook there. I've seen a lot of times he will sometimes kind of like go into those sorts of positions where he'll fly forward, but then he'll continue to go and not play his life as well as he could have. This time he does. Is it going to pay off? Well, it looks like it will. He does get a lot of damage down. Finally, he's going to fall. Knight just has a better weapon in this situation. America's pretty weak, but LVC just need to find some kills, and they cannot. Sardog at least finds one, but he's got a ghost.
One
Stay
enemy remaining.
alive in a 1v1. Can he take it? No! Shot just a bit off. Again, a very dangerous round for UNCC. Somehow LVC getting so close to taking these bonus rounds when they should not be that close. As now, we'll see LVC go for a bit of a split push. You're going to see Crisper over in mid here, seeing if he can get any spots with that arrow. Look at that from there. He flies on forward, tries to get something, but he's just going to pay with his life. John, though, chows it out and dies. So does Crisper. He falls as well to that Sheriff of Precise. So now LVC at a bit of a disadvantage. George trying to get shot, but Zario's going to get down. That's going to be the spike down, too. LVC going to have to go for this res. Juice, at least on the pinch, finds two. Round not done by any means.
One enemy remaining.
As somehow LVC has managed to make it work. It's now a 2v1 for Knight. Juice teleports away. Plant comes in.
Spike planted.
Shock dart.
Shock dart. Gonna do a bit of damage to Zario. Does he manage to get out with his life? He does. But they don't have to move. All they have to do is play the time.
One enemy
Paranoia not gonna
remaining.
hit though, and
My
Juice
ult
tries
is
to play
ready.
off of it. And now this is winnable for Knight. But he's checking the back of the spawn. Zario is behind him! What a smart play from Zario. Spots Juice peek, or knows Juice is peeking, so he's gonna wrap all the way around. Manages to get the timing off of it. And it'll be a 3-1 advantage for LVC. Strat's just looking very different. Not something we're used to seeing here from this team, but it certainly is working. They have been in the lab and back. As Anashar throws down that Paranoia. I think that was Paranoia. As Sardog gonna find the first blood. He finds the second too. He's just holding that mid-bridge. John tries to fly through heaven, doesn't get much out of it. Precise gets a trade on to Sardog. So it's a 3v3 retake. Play from Jenny is going to be good for Juice. Sardog gets the credit for that kill, but Now being down to Precise and Anishar. Precise gets detected. So does Anishar. So LVC likely have an idea of what's coming. As
Last player
Juice falls,
standing.
the shots are just a bit off. And now Crisper panics and he's gonna fall. LVC panicking a little bit too much there. That's gonna cost them the round. As LVC look to get back to B once again. We saw John pop the ultimate last round, the Blade Storm. This time it'll be Mare popping theirs. That's all the way on the other side of the map. As Knight backs down. Doesn't get any early damage in, but does get some information. Slowly, we'll see Knight and Sika back away. Sika has the utility to work with. As that dart comes in, not gonna directly ping anybody, but it'll still be giving quite enough information. Let's see, Sardog trying to get onto A.
Recalling
See
my
if maybe
bot.
he can get something position-wise for his team here. Mare gets a couple hits on the Blade Storm, but ultimately, Sardog will still keep this life, but not for very long. As things all come crumbling down, we also see that
Last
Hunter's
player
Fury come in, and
standing.
it's all
30
down to
seconds
John.
left.
1v5. Certainly a tied game here. John just going to look to grab a gun and see if he can get anything else with it.
10 seconds left.
He will not. Team Ace for UNCC. Still battling in this one. And it'll be a timeout from LVC coming in. LVC just looking like they want to slow things down here. They did just lose a couple in a row. Want to make sure they keep things in their favor. Cool down the side of UNCC. Not let them get too hot too quickly. LVC, again, like I said, the strats are looking good. The way that they're making their plays, the way they're going about taking control of the map has been very solid. They've been playing a lot around that mid space and just trying to force the side of UNCC to take them either through main or through the middle of the map. And that's really been what's succeeding for them, as they just are starting to lose those gunfights, especially the ones in mid, the ones that are very, very crucial to keeping that, giving them all that space. But we will see what LVC is able to bring back. As we head into round number 7 at a 3-3 game.
Here, turret's destroyed.
So I'm not going to put the turret down, but it'll immediately get flashed and taken down. Anishar going to be posted in tree, but just trying to find a wall bang or a shot through that smoke. It will not go down, and LVC take advantage of that open bomb site. Spike does go down.
Enemy.
Ultimate coming out from UNCC.
Last
Only player that's going to be left alive is Sardog, as all the players of LVC get taken down in main, or on site. Now the location of Sardog is known. He's going to have to win some fights, and he can't get the second kill, so That'll be a defuse.
I detonate.
Again,
You don't.
the execution looking good for LVC, but the second they get onto that site, they get that spike planted, they're getting wiped off the map, and it's really just allowing UNCC to walk straight through and do whatever they want on the retake. UNCC taking a lead here. Gonna wanna look to extend it.
Kill all your opponents. Knife deployed.
Precise toss out the knife.
Four suppressed.
Spots 4 of the LVC players. So that'll certainly stop the push for now. As again, look at this from UNCC. They are still not wanting to play directly on site. They are allowing this. They are asking LVC to just pop onto site. We will gladly take the retake any day of the week. That's exactly what's going to happen again. Spike is going to start getting planted, but there comes the lockdown from the side of UNCC. And Anasar gets 2. Knight finds another. As it's pretty much all down to Sardog here. Gets to detain onto 1,
Player standing.
but he's going to fall.
Thanks.
The angle being held. Again, UNCC. Give up the site. We do not care. We will retake it every single day of the week. And that's been the past 3 straight rounds. Now things are getting a bit iffy if you're LVC. You've gone to 8 for the past 4 rounds, and in 3 of those 4, you've simply just been ran down on the retake and not given a chance to hold after being given the site. I'm not really sure what Mayor's doing with that scope, but we'll see here in a second. Has the operator in hand. Manages to stay out of sight of the turret, and he's gonna have Sardog in his sights. Is the shot gonna land? No. Now Mayor has to be careful. Getting a lot of util put in his direction. Scanishart gets hit by the paranoia. Doesn't get away either. Next man up is Knight, but he's gonna back down for now. Precise will find a kill onto Juice over in main. Through heaven. The shots on the Bladestorm, one of them was there, the rest were not for either player. Zarya gonna at least clean up Precise, but Sika waiting for John to peek out there. One hops down, Zarya gets that kill.
There they are.
Now they know where he is. The ping comes in. LVC finally managing to get a hold there on that site. It'll be 5-4. Just a couple rounds left in this first half. Or a few rounds left in this first half. Very well could see a tied game going into the defensive side for LVC. Sardog again placing that bot to watch over tree. Here's the Sova drone come through. And it'll be Mare. Gonna play very forward position. See if he can catch Sardog off guard. It's gonna be a tough one. And Mare's going to hit the shot.
Here.
A great first blood from Mare, but now his team is going to have to hold things down over at A. It's another retake. Anashar gonna take down Juice. Trying to get Heaven control. Zario just looking to suppress and back on down.
Last player standing.
As now it's all down to Zario.
Remaining.
But it's a 1v1. He has 5 bullets in the clip. Playing ring around the rosy. Get the pocket and it'll be Zario that does. Knight again coming in clutch.
My
for
ult
the
is ready.
side of UNCC. I feel like I've been saying that all night.
Scanning ahead.
Well, quite literally all night, I guess. He is 10 and 8 in this map, and I mean, last map he was fairly close to that as well. Knight, the hero for UNCC right now,
Turret out.
doing his best to keep UNCC in the map and alive in the series, as they need this one to stay in it. LVC has not really been trying to go towards that B site for a little while. They still are favoring over at A. And again, you're going to see them push towards that A site. There are a couple over at B, but it's not really going to be anything major. Bear, though, in the perfect position to catch one of these players, not expecting it. Have they read this play? Is that dash going to run out? Nope, will not. Crisper falls. Good shot from there. Tries to hit a second, but he will not. Now LVC finally going back to that B site, but John just gonna get caught in the middle of that smoke. Zarya pops the ultimate, but how much will it do?
Placing swarm grenade.
Spike goes down. LVC have to hold on to a 3v5. As good shot from Zarya. It hits somehow. He'll take that one, surely, and will gladly walk away from it. As the Hunter's Fury comes out, Zarya cannot die to this, but he does. Gets chased out by Knight from that one. His Paranoias get traded. Flash doesn't get thrown up quite yet. But here comes the push onto the site. Stardog finds one. Now it's a 1v1, and Juice again not winning it. But does he get the time? He looks like he does. And he will. 1.88 seconds until that defuse comes through. So LVC managed to clutch it out.
Before the switch.
Now the last round in the first half. LVC can put this one at a draw. Very evenly matched teams in this series. Despite this, what the standings would say, imagine if you can imagine that, is currently UNCC at 6-2, LVC at 3-5. Almost exact opposites of each other. Despite that, LVC with a 1-0 lead and only down 5-6 in the first half, coming in the last round of this first half. The Bladestorm comes out for Mare. This could be a scary one for LVC. Mare has been fairly on point for most of the series. And Juice can get caught out, and he will. Patience from Mare. Catches out Juice. Now John just trying to fly forward. Still has the Zarya hops onto site. He's actually going to catch the teleport from an Anishar. Things will be a 2v2, but they're getting chased down. Mare closes it out. 7-5 half in favor of UNCC. LVC going to have to hold on the defensive side. If they want to take this series in a 2-0, they've won every single pistol round so far, 3 for 3. Can they make it 4 for 4 and put themselves in a good spot to bring it to a 7-7 draw after the next round as well? It'll be an A main hit here for the side of UNCC. John looking to get aggressive on Sika there. Doesn't have a great weapon for this though. Sardog by himself on A. Needs to find at least a kill or two here. Gets the first. Opts to reload. Does he get it in time? He does, but it doesn't matter. All the players of LVC rotating through. Pinch comes in, so it's at least a 2v2.
Planted. Flash.
LVC looking to gain entry onto the site.
Last
Comes in.
player standing.
Precise, gonna die to the
One enemy
nade.
remaining.
So now it'll be a 1v1 for Crisper. It's been
Revealing
a
area.
bit shaky for a lot of this series. Gonna at least get it to half. Location is revealed. Doesn't get the shots down. Takes the bomb and gets the shot!
Back to work.
Crisper coming in clutch. And that'll be the 4th pistol round in a row for LVC. Comes down to the wire, but they managed to take it. Crisper, who's been having a bit of a rough series, managed to take that win there, take that gunfight there. 3-9, but that 3rd kill, certainly very crucial.
Turret out.
So now we're going to see a change of plans for the side of UNC Charlotte. Gonna run all the way through mid. It's gonna put some pressure on the Sardog and Crisper here.
Killed my bot.
You can see the pinch coming in from Zario and John, and actually Juice as well. But Crisper and Sardog have to back off. They have to respect this play from UNC, and it'll be 2 for Sardog. Crisper managed to take that 3rd. But either way,
One
the
enemy
weapons
remaining.
working in their favor as Juice managed to pick up that last kill. A very clean take from LVC.
Flawless.
Storming onto the site, and we have a tied ball game once again. Now again into the bonus round. UNC can still hold on to their lead here if they manage to take this round. They realistically could, but at the same time, LVC didn't lose anyone last round. It was a flawless, so they still have some decent weaponry to work with.
Can't use
And
that.
right before Juice gets hit with that suppress, he managed to get that paranoia out. Now we see it looking to push through this.
Flash.
Stingers in hand. Here comes John and Zario.
Spike
A
down
1-for-1. And look at this. Juice in the perfect position in mid. At least gets one before falling. Now things are slowing down a little bit here. As you can see, the rotation, the site of choice being picked for UNCC.
Knife deployed. Free suppressed.
As all 3 get detected. So now LVC certainly know what's up. They have to be careful keeping out of heaven here. Mario will back down, and Crisper can at least take out that wall. Finds the first
Spike
kill.
down
And
A.
he's going to be supported by Sardog!
Looks like I was the smarter one.
And LVC taking the lead. A crucial round win for LVC there. Now starting to put things on a roll.
Alarm bot out.
Still have a bit more work to do, though, if they want to take this in a 2-0 and close out the map. They have a bit ahead of them just yet. He's going to get detected and suppressed. Spot comes in on the John. Crisper trying to get something. He at least gets some damage done. And look at this from John. He's going to have the space in mid. And now look at this. It's his playground. As Sika, the last one left alive, at least takes out Sardog and picks up a weapon. Has the lockdown to work with too. But the spike
Placing swarm grenade.
all the
Swarm
way
grenade
over
out.
in the middle of the map. A horrible spot for it to be in. Sika trying to get any information.
Placing
can.
swarm grenade out.
Off to close nade. Has two players looking at him. Not finished quite yet. Smoke comes down. Here comes the nade as well. Another smoke tossed out from John. Now he's suppressed. Sika not being given a chance, but it's a one-on-one, and he wins it with John. Sika only at 5 HP, but
30 seconds
has
left.
a lob of a flash from
I got the spike.
Zario, and look at this big brain play. He wasn't looking. And now Zario gonna hear that spike getting planted.
10 seconds left.
It'll go down.
Spike planted.
Suppressing.
Zario's gonna be made vulnerable, but he still has a lot of health. One bullet can change that in an instant. Zario takes out the turret. Spots the back of Sika. A bit closer than what LVC would have liked, but regardless, Zario, the captain, gonna come in clutch there. LVC starting to string together a lot of rounds. That's 4 in a row. And they are starting to look good. What does UNC Charlotte have in the playbook for this? Here, just getting swamped right now offensively. And the ultimate comes out from Mayor, and it gets suppressed immediately. As LVC spot the entire team over in A main. Lucky to be out their lives, much less 150 HP, not taking a single bullet of damage. They just spot everything. And now here comes all the damage down. John finds one, but the lockdown is in, so LVC gonna have to escape out of it. That'll give the space for the plant.
Spike planted.
No charges.
Plant comes in, but we very well could see a lockdown.
Charges.
Actually, no, we cannot. As John gets caught trying to pop the ult. Blade Storm not gonna come in time. These trades are being put in. Juice not gonna get much done with the operator. Zario gets down. That's time to Sardog in a 2v1. And he doesn't have much time to work with. So he managed to drop away, but he's not gonna get anything done. And finally, UNC stabilizing things after a 4-round run for LVC. Things getting very close here towards the end of this game. No one really managing to pull away just yet. An 8-9 game, and we're just seeing very close competition here.
Shadows traveling.
You can see Juice has that Marshall once again. And Smoke not going to go down in time for him to see the player there. And this time he gets smoked off. So not much going to come of it. And look at that timing from Sika. Managed to pick out Sardog. Sika might be in a good spot again. His team is on site. And Sika actually going to get red. That pinch not going to be enough. Now it's a wait, 2v1.
One enemy
There.
remaining.
Not down to a 1v1.
My ult's ready.
Here with Juice. Sticking to the defuse, but it's not going to work. Mare gonna take that 1v1. Juice tries to go for the ninja defuse, but it will not be enough. As we're once again tied up. This time at 9 apiece. Crisper gonna go for this dart.
Revealing area.
Start off the round, and that should get some techs in. Does get destroyed, but not before it spots a few. Teleport coming in for Anishar. Might be all the way on the back of the site. So B will be taken, and now LVC have to retake. As Crisper pulls out the ultimate. Gets a ping onto one. Precise gets put a bit weak. That'll be all it is for that. John looking to pinch.
Spike planted.
Sonar Dart not gonna spot John, but Sika does. Stuck with an operator. He's not gonna find anything. Anishar and Mare making sure things are done. And it'll be a 1v5 for Crisper.
Defeated.
1v4 actually, but still doesn't have the time to do it, so he will just continue to hold. And the first to 10 will be at the side of UNCC.
One enemy
That
remaining.
Crisper managed to get a couple out before they can escape, but still one rifle in the hands of
They demand
UNCC.
a fight. Who are we to disobey?
And LVC taking their time out. Wisely so, is once again looking to cool down the side of UNCC. LVC doing a good job of winning a lot of their initial fights, but after that, I mean, they're not finding the ways to clutch up. It's been very hit or miss in a lot of these clutch situations, and they've mostly been going the way of UNCC, so LVC need to gather things together here in these short situations where they are in those 1v1s and those 2v2s, those three, even the 3v3s. A lot of them, LVC just getting outplayed and outgunned. It's really where we'll see the winning side come in. LVC on a save here, so it'll be a bit of a tough one to win, but we've seen them win some before. John gonna get detected over in Maine. It'll be Juice with the Marshall. Trying to watch over at least part of mid. Mainly just Cat, but at least part of mid. Sardog going to get revealed. Now he's not in a good spot. May try to get out here. He gets hit by the Paranoia. At least gets one. But he's going to get traded. Shots from Crisper not quite there with the Marshall himself.
Spike planted.
So Spike will go down. Another retake for LVC. Been giving up these sites fairly easily in the past few rounds, and I think it's been a bit more to their detriment, to be quite honest. John wins the first fight but can't get out. Managed to at least get that Vandal back, so Juice will be in possession of it, but he gets hit by that
Last
smoke.
player standing.
Now it's all down to Zari, who has pistol to his name. And it'll be 11 for UNCC. Getting closer to sending this to a map 3 over on Lotus. LVC now able to buy. They're gonna have to string a few together. Still anyone's game, but it will be a 2-round lead again for UNCC. Just managed to keep themselves a step ahead on this map.
Suppressing.
Taking sites for almost free every single round.
You should run.
Here comes the lockdown from UNCC. This Juice just trying to watch the run-in. Zarya at least has a chance to get some sprays down. He actually gets a kill from it. I think Juice gets detained. He does, but does have John to watch him. So nothing will really come out of that detain. Spike does go down, and here comes the lockdown for LVC. Looking to make a play off of it is Mare. Maybe not expecting a player that closer. Doesn't get there quick enough. Now that a few's starting to come in for Zario, trying to just hold on to it, doesn't quite get it. At least gets it to half, and that'll be it. LVC will manage to get the kills over in main. Zarya is the only player to fall there for LVC. Still, LVC in a great spot. Finally getting a clean retake, playing very methodically off of that lockdown, just forcing the players of UNCC to challenge gunfights whether they wanted to or not.
Shadows
They
traveling.
do not win them. Crisper can hear from across the map. He's just holding that Odin spray. We'll go away from that. I'm sure you can tell what's going on based on that noise. Zika,
Nice.
what a flick on the Juice. Good Lord, Zika. Be a 1-for-1 trade there. We have Zarya here to at least find something or get out of this life even. As Zika finds John, traded immediately. Spike going down.
Spike planted.
Zarya gonna pop the ultimate. Gonna down himself. Actually, I know why he's doing this. He downs himself because he'll have more HP when he gets back up. As Crisper gets the res. Very interesting play from Zarya. See if it pans out and he gets a kill from it. And he doesn't get a second, but it'll be Crisper and Sardog that do. Smart play from Zarya. Says I'll down myself, but it is A-okay.
My ult is ready. You failed. Now for you.
As his teammates help him pick up the kills. And now we are tied at 11 apiece. Will we see bring themselves to series point here? Or will we see UNC Charlotte look to get to that map point that they very desperately need at this point in time?
Right here.
Crisper, again, gonna look to get some info over towards the B site. Crisper gonna get that ping a little bit late, so he'll get suppressed though. He does manage to back away. Has a lot of health to work with, and he does have a sprayable weapon. That's exactly what it's for! Crisper finds 2 on the pre-fire, make that 3! And that'll be a round win, Crisper. The pre-fire hold. LVC to series point. What have I just seen from the man himself, Crisper? Had a tough map 1. Did not do very well despite the win, but he is showing he's still a valuable asset even here.
Get out of my way.
Look at this, Crisper again with that spam. He's actually gonna fall though, and John gets taken out on sight. The weapons aren't perfect, but look at this, Zarya maybe starting to hit him. He needs to slow it down a little bit. He needs to wait for his teammates, and wisely backs on down, but there's gonna be a bit of damage done. Knight's pretty weak, and so is Zika. Zario catches a rotation from Precise,
Spike
but
planted.
not quite able to get it the kill. But here, Precise just barely managing to miss out. Actually, no. I thought he was out of the range of it, but not quite.
Stealing sight.
Just Juice, toss up back to the site. Spots Anashar. Shots are a bit shaky, so he's going to fall. Trade is there. 2v3. Zario finds one.
One enemy remaining.
Now it's all down to Knight. He has 8 HP. The bomb just gonna come in, takes out Zario, but Sardog gets the kill! And he's going to get the defuse as well. What a round! What a way to close it out for LVC.
Okay, that's done.
A 2-0 victory. Look at that. A nice embrace from the coach and the captain there. 30-16 from Zario. 23-16 from Sardog. LVC coming in huge in the final week of the regular season. May just be the perfect time to catch on fire for the team. Just what the doctor ordered for LVC, and they will end the regular season at 4-5, and they very well could move up to that 6th spot depending on what goes on around the league, or around the division. Around the league might be a bit much there, but around the division. So we will see how things pan out and where LVC will be playing in playoffs. They also could match up with this UNC squad again in the first round of playoffs, depending on what happens. But that'll be it for us tonight. LVC showing why they deserve to be in the playoffs here in the NECC Champions Mideast Division. That will be all for us tonight. We will be back tomorrow with Rainbow Six looking to get their spot in their playoffs as well in their NECC division as they take on University of Windsor, who I believe has the same record as them. So we'll see who will take that battle there. So we will be back tomorrow night for that. Have a great night, everybody. We will catch you all later.